This is based on a true story. All names have been changed. Claire sat stiffly in her cramped airplane seat, staring blankly at the in-flight entertainment screen. She hadn't turned it on. Her fingers gripped the armrest, her mind a whirlwind of emotions. In less than 12 hours, she would be back in San Diego. Back to her house, back to her husband, except she hadn't spoken to him in 3 months, not since she'd decided to stay. Her stomach twisted. 3 months without a word. It had been easier not to call, to avoid his anger, his disappointment. She had convinced herself that silence was better than fighting. But now, as the reality of returning home set in, a terrible, gnawing anxiety took hold of her. Would he be there? Would he even want her back? Her phone remained in airplane mode, but even when it wasn't, she had stopped checking. No texts, no calls, just a vast, cold silence. It had started as a 3-week solo trip, her way of asserting some form of independence after years of feeling suffocated in her marriage. Richard hadn't wanted her to go. He had called it selfish, irresponsible. But Claire had gone anyway, desperate for something, though she hadn't known what. She found it in the humid air of Bangkok, in the golden temples, in the chaotic night markets where she wandered aimlessly. But it was in a small Muay Thai gym in Chiang Mai that everything truly changed. There, she met Arun. He was quiet but fierce, his body carved by years of fighting. He spoke little English, but what he lacked in words, he made up for in intensity. He taught her how to move, how to throw a proper teep, how to plant her feet and fight. And she had fought, not just in the ring, but within herself. The gym became her sanctuary, the rhythm of training, the bruises on her shins, the sharp discipline of it all. It gave her purpose, made her feel alive in a way she hadn't in years. Days stretched into weeks, and when it was time to go home, she didn't. Richard had called, furious. "What the hell is this, Claire?" "I just need more time," she had whispered, staring at the ocean from her bungalow. "You need more time? You need more time away from your husband?" "Yes." She had hung up. And that was it. That was the last time she heard his voice. Arun became more than her trainer. Their connection was quiet, intense. She knew it was wrong, but she told herself it was harmless, until it wasn't. Then, one morning, she woke up and knew. This wasn't her life. This wasn't who she was supposed to be. She packed her bags. Arun hadn't tried to stop her. "You go home," he had said simply, "before you cannot." When the taxi dropped her off at their house, Claire felt a deep, bone-chilling unease. The front yard was unkempt, weeds creeping over the path. The windows were dark. There was no car in the driveway. She pulled her keys from her bag, hesitating before pushing the door open. The house was empty. Her breath came fast as she stepped inside. The furniture was still there, but something was missing, the weight of a presence, the warmth of a home. The air was thick with abandonment. She walked to the bedroom, and her stomach dropped. His dresser was empty. His closet, half full when she had left, was bare. She moved like a sleepwalker, checking the bathroom, the office, the garage. Nothing. Richard was gone. She collapsed onto the couch, hands shaking. He had left. No note, no message, no waiting confrontation. Just gone. And then something unexpected twisted inside her. Rage. "He left me. After everything, he just packed up and left. After years of controlling me, making me feel small, forcing me to be the responsible one while he sat back and judged me. He didn't even have the decency to wait, to fight. Coward." She clenched her fists, her nails digging into her palms. She had been the one who left first. But he was the one who truly walked away. And somehow that was worse.